Hey, Austin Davis again. I just wanted to give you a quick demo of my pedal board, kind of show you why I'm using each of the pedals that I've chosen, how they sound, and give you a quick overview of the rest of my rig. So here goes. Alright, as you can see, I'm using a Gretsch Electromatic, the G5120. It's pretty standard, haven't done any mods to it or anything, but I really love this guitar. And it sounds great. So I also use Monster cables, not because I think they're the best or anything. I think they're pretty good for the money if you can get them on sale. But I love the lifetime guarantee. So when it breaks, you take it back, get a new one. As you can see, I'm using a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, micing it with an Audix i5, kind of off axis, maybe 1.5 inches away from the grill. I like to let it breathe a little bit. Kind of pointed at right where the dust cap meets the cone. So I like a little bit of a twangy sound on my cleans and a little bit of bite on my drive. So here we go. I'll get some demos of each of these pedals. For now, I'm going to skip the route box. It's pretty self-explanatory, even right there, the diagram on the front. 2 instruments in. The output runs through your signal chain and back into the input over there on the top right, and then splits it between 2 amps. Next, go into the Boss TU2 tuner. Also pretty self-explanatory. I leave it on all the time in bypass mode, and then just control my volume with the volume pedal at the end of my chain, and I'll explain why I have it there in just a little bit. For this demo, like I said, Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. I always leave it on the drive channel. A lot of guys will run like an ABC type system, so A is their clean, B is an overdrive, and C is a distortion. Well, leaving it on the drive channel, my A is kind of just playing softly. Comes out pretty clean, even for using some humbuckers and through that drive channel. As I start to play louder, get some of that tube saturation. I really love the way it just sounds nice and smooth as I start to play louder. For my C, I've got the Green Screamer Overdrive. It's a really great pedal. Paid about $50 for it new. First I'll start playing softly, kind of picking, nice and clean. I'll start to strum a little harder. You'll hear it start to break up. Like I said, get some of that tube saturation, and then I'll engage the pedal, and you'll hear how it'll compress. Some of the highs will roll off a little bit. Just have a nice thick sound. Stereo chorus. First I'll start by playing softly. You'll hear a real subtle chorus sound as I engage it, and gives it kind of a swirl sound. Basically what a chorus does is mixes a delayed signal with your dry signal, also gives it a little bit of pitch shift, just gives it this sound like you're more than one guitar playing. So you'll hear the difference, and then I'll start to pick lightly where you can really start to hear it. Next is the carbon copy analog delay. Like I said, I leave this on almost all of the time. Definitely couldn't live without it. So first I'll start by a clean signal, and then I'll engage it, and you'll hear just an added level of texture, which I really love. And then at the end, I'll give it a real quick abrupt stop, so you can kind of hear the sound of an analog delay, how it starts to degenerate as it repeats. So next I have the digital delay. I start with a dotted eighth note delay, playing a pretty simple little line, but it sounds like a lot more is going on. And that's what's great about the dotted eighth note. Use it a lot in contemporary worship. I've even used it in my post-rock band a little bit, and just takes it to a new level of those textures. After that, do a really basic demo of the quarter note delay. Kind of a boring line, but just gives you an idea, and you can hear the repeats as they go on. They don't degenerate like the analog delay. They sound the same, just quieter as they go on. Last, I demo the Jamman Solo. Just record a simple little chord progression, and then add another layer on top of it, just to give a quick demo. So you can hear as I let it start looping, and then add the next layer, and then I stop looping or stop recording, and let it keep going, and then I fade it out with my volume pedal, which is why I put it at the end. I love being able to let it fade out by rolling off the volume there at the end. Not too concerned about doing a bunch of swells before my delay and this and that. Just never something I've gotten into, so there you go. So like I said, I'm all about simplicity, reliability. You can see my rig isn't real complicated, but it serves my purposes. I know I'm not, some kind of guitar prodigy, but I just wanted to give a kind of quick and dirty demo of what my pedal board does, why I chose to go with those things. Feel free to leave some comments, questions, suggestions down below. I've said it before, I'm no expert, but I have learned a few tricks along the way, so feel free to leave those comments, and I'll see you around.